terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Mineral resources. In the 2013 case where...
When people say that I bought my land after the end of apartheid and I worked hard for it and I saved a lot of money and I bought this land. That would have been the case if we did not have apartheid, right? It would have been understandable if we did not have apartheid. And those arguments tend to mask the reality of apartheid. Because apartheid was not just a political system, it was also an economic system. And it created an economy of its own kind by locking black people out from participation.
We don't believe there are land being confiscated now, but we cannot just rubbish those remarks to say it's not something that can happen. We are saying it could happen in future. And then I think the other thing that is also of importance is the fact that he said certain sectors of society are treated, what he wrote, very badly in capital letters. And I think that is true, even though people might deny it.
Chairperson, Ms. Refile Mtshweni Tsibane, and they will be making their way to the podium, right?
We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied.
This growth that we have seen since 1994 is in part dependent on the exports. Losing AGOA would hurt the very same farmers of this country that the US government or President Trump seem to suggest that he wants to protect.
Then you do the test. finish the course. Ungayekeli iphakathi. Ngoba mawuyekela ingaphakathi like i-course and drug.
This is 12.5 billion more than our initial target.
The entire global trading environment has been changed by the announcements yesterday. We are all going to have to assimilate what it implies for global trade, for the trade rules, for the World Trade Organization, and begin to develop responses that take the world forward, that take us forward. We have the opportunity as president of G20 this year to be able to contribute to the discourse. So I don't think that we can contribute to the discourse by taking an adversarial approach as a country. I think we have a duty as president of G20 to assume leadership under these circumstances.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. It's a big day because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, you know, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something, but we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of, but it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about. But it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they'd talk about it. That would be the only story they'd talk about. $1 trillion over a 4-year period. Even over an 8-year period.
Everybody, sure that the ceasefire in Ukraine, the president.
In line with the international definition, they do not qualify for that status, according to us, and there is no persecution of white African and South Africans in South Africa.